All right, welcome back, everybody. Well, hey, a lot of kids today spend their free time scrolling on phones and playing video games and whatnot, right? One local man is helping them instead get their hands a little dirty and learn practical skills to last a lifetime. When Scott Couch was just 13 years old, he found a passion for taking things apart, putting them back together, and that kind of mechanical aptitude would not only change his life, but now the lives of other men around the neighborhood. Scott, first, it is an honor to get to chat with somebody like you. I mean, I was reading your bio, and again, truly self-made in so many ways. You're so talented, and I love, again, this passion that you've now extended. We got to chat, though. This all started with a bike, I'm told, kind of in your garage one day as a kid. Parents wanted you to go on to kind of a 4-year school, but a situation here when you were just a teenager kind of changed that, right? Yeah. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, it was very obvious from a very early age to myself and everybody around me, excluding my parents, that I was going to pursue a technical career, a blue-collar career. I was about 12 or 13 years old, and I'd collected neighborhood debris from construction sites and built my own little shop in the backyard.
How fun.
Started repairing neighborhood bicycles, and that was my first business venture that didn't last. My clients couldn't pay the bill because they went home to get their money from their parents.
Don't you?
Like, yeah, well, no, it was affordable. But yeah, it started then, and then later in life, when it became time to go to college, my parents wanted me to get a 4-year degree from a university. But that was like trying to cram me into a box. I knew it's not what I wanted to do. I barely got out of high school. I wanted to get out and use my hands and my brain together and do something that I would enjoy as a career. So I did so against their will and went to a technical school for electronics, built a career in that, absolutely loved it. And later on in life, around 38 years old, I realized I could do it better myself, so I broke away from the company I was with and started my own company. Now we've started a second one. So,
yeah, and started a school teaching now kind of in the process out of your garage. And you said something too, and I love this. You recently said, I realized I can't sit around frustrated with the next generation if I don't invest in them, right?
Yeah, but me and a group of guys get in the shop once a week, and we call it church because sometimes we work on things, sometimes we help each other with their relationships at home or their kids, or it's really a fun thing that we do. But we sit out there all the time, we talk about the world's problems, we try to solve them. And one that we talk about all the time is how young people just aren't entering the blue-collar field like they should be to keep up with the demand that's coming. And so, yeah, I decided, you know what, enough complaining, let's do something about it.
Yeah.
And so ran a pilot program in my neighborhood. There's about 700 homes. We did 4 classes, over 30 kids were taught. And I got an email this morning, when are we doing this again? They absolutely loved it.
Oh my word. And I think there's something so special too about, like you mentioned again, kind of this blue collar line of work, this trade of really teaching, again, kind of the younger generation. I mean, we've seen that flipped in a lot of different industries where sometimes it's the young, high-tech spaces, or it's the young kids being like, get out of the way, let me click here, right? But, I mean, you have a real, almost like a apprenticeship method, I'd imagine, and then kind of the respect that comes with that. What have you kind of seen, again, you teach young men, I think, of all ages, right, but also kind of that adolescent group, and how have they kind of been responding to this?
So we're still working that out, but 13 to 20 seems to be the right space.
Okay.
And what we do versus, so I look at our program as an introduction, and I think that's what's missing. You can go to a welding school, you can go to an electronics school, you can go to all these different trade schools, but you don't really know that that's what you're going to love. Well, you need an introduction, and so that's what we're trying to do. And so in the classes, we do everything from shop safety to shop etiquette, how to behave, how to keep a clean lab, I call it. And then we immediately get to grinding things and welding and do fun stuff, which is what everybody wants to do.
Yeah.
We end it with something encouraging, a little bit of a life lesson sprinkle for these young men. The last few classes, at the end of the class, I teach each one of them how to shake a hand.
Good,
I'm in the business world, and nobody likes a fish. So we teach them each how to shake a hand.
Nice. You want to test me out? Let me see how I do.
There you go.
Is that pretty good?
Perfect.
Yeah, my daddy taught me that when I was a young child. So, well, again, Scott, so amazed by this. And so to recap again, so you're kind of teaching them kind of that 13, 20 age range right now, kind of introductory levels. Do they then kind of go on to trade schools to kind of finish out, a degree, or are they ready to hit the streets kind of right from leaving your garage?
Well, no doubt they'll be better off. The other day we did a break job. The second class was we're actually going to put all this you learned in the last class to practical application, and we did a break job. So at a minimum, they'll be able to change change their own brakes.
Sure.
But I do think that a large percentage of these boys, the exposure alone is showing them, and we have discussions too about guys. I don't know if you know this, but you can have an incredible career and provide for a family and do everything you want to do by using your hands and getting really good at a trade. And there's not enough people in the United States that are doing that right now.
Totally so. I think, a lot of parents, and again, perhaps even your own, you come from a background where, again, the 4-year degree was stressed. And I think a lot of parents do think, my child needs that in order to stay competitive. But again, many young people like yourself, again, are proving that not only always necessarily the case. And so with that too, Scott, I suppose as we wrap, I imagine, what have you kind of learned, again, even beyond the technical trade, but just about, life, the changing of time, these young kids, right? Is there hope for them? They coming around? What have you kind of experienced under your leadership?
Yeah, I'm very optimistic. The companies that I run, we employ about 100 people total, and we've been doing that 18 years now. And you get discouraged, if you have a bad experience that it's all horrible and there's just no more good people in the world. There's so many good people in the world. You just got to find them and surround yourself with them.
Well, we're so grateful that you're rising up that next generation to live just that way. Scott Couch, everybody. Scott, my friend, thank you again so much. To people who want to get plugged in with your program, maybe they got a young youngster they want to send your way, or again, some kind of aspiring technician of sorts, where can they get plugged in and sign up for your classes?
So we're trying to figure out which way we're going to go with this. It's either going to be private equity investors or maybe state government, but www.cobaltlearningcenter.com.
Awesome. You see that link there on your screen. We'll likewise have it on our website, tvliving.com. For now, Scott, thank you again so much. I'll shake your hand one more time.
All right.
Wish you all the
Thank
best.
you.
Come back again. Hang out with us again soon. We appreciate it. Thanks. We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.